Hello and welcome to the Surprisingly Music Podcast. Today we are joined by the lovely Trevor, like we are every day we do this podcast.
You always start the podcast when I'm mid-drink.
It's fun.
I
it's
know.
because you can't interrupt me.
That's a good point. All right.
Yeah. Today, Taryn, Trevor. I'm Taryn. That's Trevor. My handsome, devilishly green for some reason.
It's a new sweatshirt.
Co-host.
I like it.
I like it too. Forest green suits you well.
That's what I was thinking. For
Yeah.
all those people who can't see me, I look good.
All right. Today we are going to be reviewing the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, Let's Face It, their 1997 album, I think it was.
Yes.
I'm bad at years.
This has their number one hit on it, too.
Yeah. Biggest album, biggest hit songs from the album.
What genre is this, Terrence?
This is Ska-Punk. They're a Boston-based Ska-Punk band. And a lot of people don't know what ska is. They hear, like, the term ska, and then they just move on with their life.
I thought it had something to do with screeching.
No. So, ska is basically pop punk and punk, like the kind of like Green Day, Sum 41 subset of punk music, but with brass instruments like trumpets, saxophones.
In addition to.
Yeah, in addition
Not
to.
just brass
Well, I mean, like,
instruments.
they kind of handle the main riff, while the guitars and the bass do just, like, the power chords. So it's like...
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. It's different, and I dig it. I didn't get into ska-punk until probably about 2 years ago.
Wait. Ska-Punk?
Yeah.
What is ska?
Ska-punk is kind of like the same thing. It's just like that...
And so people kind of know what it is.
It's the difference
ska-punk.
between, like, pop punk and punk. It's like one's just a little bit more radio accessible. Ska-punk is the one that's definitely a bit harder hitting.
Okay.
But yeah, so Mighty Mighty Bosstones, let's go through the list of members. There are 9 lovely men in this band.
9
members. So we have Dickie Barrett, I don't know, on the lead vocals. Tim Johnny Vegas Burton, tenor sax and backing vocals. How? If he's playing the sax, how's he singing?
Well, you're not always playing the sax. The sax is a sexy instrument.
The sax plays you.
That's fair. That's a fair... Okay, so the quick side note for the saxophone, the song Razzmatazz by I Don't Know How But They Found Me has a saxophone in it. In the video for it, the dude is just getting into the saxophone.
He's feeling himself.
It creeps me out so bad.
Ben Carr, dancer.
That's his instrument, is dancing. The Mighty Mighty, go fuck yourselves.
He also does some of the backing vocals, a little bit of the percussion work, like a tambourine and stuff like that. But he's also their tour manager.
Oh, I was going to say, whose brother is this?
He is known as the Boss Tone. He is the Boss Tone.
So there's 8 members of this band, is what you're saying.
There's 9.
Unless there's another one. There's 8 members. If you play
Joe Gittleman, bass and backing vocals.
Where's his cool nickname?
Get one.
Is he not
Dickie
Joe?
Dickie Barrett didn't have one either.
Oh, well, that's already a good name.
Yeah.
Dickie Barrett. But why isn't he like Joe Phoenix or something, you know?
I feel like Gittleman is a pretty ska last name.
Oh my god, it's an awful last name.
Joe Psoriasis?
Joe Psoriasis?
Dude, someone was like losing their mind about how gross psoriasis looked.
What,
at
my
work.
ex?
Yeah.
Who worked for the Psoriasis Foundation?
And I was like, nah, man, I've seen some pictures because my roommate's ex like would be like answering emails at work and I'd walk by and see some of it and be like, oh.
Is that a dick?
Joe Cyroys, I don't know how his name is, drummer. Lawrence Katz, the guitarist.
Oh, another real instrument.
Chris Rhodes, trombone. John, I'm not saying that last name on the keyboard. It's a brutal last name.
Let me see.
Goetius? Goetchius.
GIF. I don't fucking know.
It's pronounced Yif.
Oh.
And Leon Silva on the saxophone.
Is that all of them?
Yeah, that's all.
Or are there any more people that they're like, hey, he bartended for us once at a bar, and he one time hit a tambourine.
This album also features Dennis Brockenborough on trombone, but he is no longer in the band. And Kevin Lanier on alto, tenor, and baritone sax.
Okay.
So a lot of people went into this album, but they're not like in the band right now.
I just want to say there's too many goddamn people in this fucking band.
Yeah.
Okay.
I chose this purely because of your two-piece fetish.
That's fair, and I understand that. And we're going to get over this, and we're going to mend our relationship after this podcast.
The only thing that should be a two-piece is a fucking bathing suit, okay?
You're right.
No, I'm not.
No piece.
Ooh.
Nude beach.
Dude, I don't know. Something about, like...
I'm never going to a nude beach.
Oh, yeah, me neither. Something about a good one-piece is so much, like, more attractive than a two-piece. Because I feel like there's a level of, like, they're an, like, physical, like, active fitness person. When they wear, like, one of those, like, nice one-pieces. It's like, oh, okay, you have your shit together. You're not just here to try and be sexy. You are sexy. Go you.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Are you saying confidence is sexy?
I'm saying confidence is sexy. I'm saying a hot girl who's confident is sexy.
I'm just saying this new White House administration has really changed you. You're no longer in the KKK.
I hung up my hood.
All right.
Baby.
Speaking of KKK, let's talk about the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. I just want to say, I have only heard the one song by the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. The Impression That I Get. That's their most famous song. And every time I've heard someone say the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, I'm fairly certain that dude is the dude who goes to the gym, stares at chicks most of the time, and then definitely says some racist and homophobic shit.
Yeah.
And their names are usually Kevin. So I've always had this negative, like
imagery, kind of like
preconception of the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, and this changed it.
Yeah, dude.
Not the fans, the band. The band changed it for me. So let's get into the first song.
Noise Brigade.
The Noise Brigade. So
if I was like handed this song and didn't know it was ska, like the drums right off the bat, they're like kind of thing. It's like, okay, this is gonna be punk.
Yeah, and that's where I'm like, oh, fuck.
And then the brass comes in, and it's just like, not punk, not punk.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're like, it comes in and it starts pretty heavy, and you're like, oh shit, here we go. And then horns come in, and you're like, wait, am I supposed to be happy?
Yeah, I know, you kind of get that like, kind of like side sway and bounce. Like, man, let's fucking go.
So yeah, and one thing I noticed, about 3/4 of the way through the song, it's got a tempo change where it kind of slows down.
Oh, that slowdown? Oh, baby, I love that.
Yeah, you do. So lyrically, it's impressive.
Yeah.
The lyrics, the way it literally rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
And that is something that we're going to be talking about a lot on this album, are the lyrics. I'm going to look up the lyrics for each song and kind of go for it. This one, the lyrics are pretty normal, I would say. There's nothing. It's honestly, this song, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't see a story or anything like that. I'll go 0 to 60 and stop on a dime for a dozen if that's what you're after. A moment of silence, a lifetime of laughter.
Like, I feel like he's just like
rhyming,
almost doing what rappers do and just continuing on with like the last thing you said of the sentence, but then making a new sentence out of it. Yep,
that's a good point. It's definitely like rap. Now, this song is a good sampler for what is to come on the album.
Yeah, it's like
it's got that hardcore bit, and then it's got the horn bit and the lyrics, and it's like, this is just a sampler of what's to come on the album.
It's kind of like remember the Jim Jeffries bit where he's talking about tasting menu restaurants? And
he shits his pants.
Yes.
Sorry to...
The amuse bouche, where it's like you put the quail egg and everything in your mouth all in one bite. And it's like basically like prepping you for the rest of the meal. This song is prepping you for the rest of the album. It was just that perfect middle of the road, this is everything we're made of song.
Yeah. So it's a sampler. I'm gonna call it a sampler song.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start out an album. I appreciate that.
The melodies are really nice. The vocal melodies, like just his overall flow in this song. It's just like
like the way the lyrics literally roll off his tongue.
Yeah.
He has a very unique voice where it doesn't sound like he's screaming, like
But
he's doing that low guttural kind of a noise.
Yeah.
Not even low guttural, but like
raspy kind of
John
gritty.
from Dance Gavin Dance. Is
Yeah.
his name John?
Yeah.
John what? Nash?
Mess.
I was so close.
You were close. I'm proud of you.
John Mess. He's doing like, it doesn't sound like he's quite doing that. That's just his normal. Just has a normally deep voice.
Yeah.
And he's singing, but then later in the album he will do some like screaming.
Yeah.
And it sounds good. All right. So Noise Brigade. Next song.
The Rascal King.
The fuck is this? I watched the video for this. So I just want to point out, I watched the video for this because because I watched them on YouTube because I didn't want this band to mess up my Spotify algorithm. Okay? I just want to put that out there.
Dude, you want to know what the best part is? Our background looks like a fucking Ska-Punk.
Fuck off. God damn it. We're canceling the podcast.
We need fedoras, man. Fedoras and white and black checkered.
Milady. This was interesting. The horn intro really took me out of it.
Oh, it did? You didn't like that?
I'm not a horn guy.
You're not a horn guy.
Yeah, I'm not horny, I'm never
That's
horny.
news to me.
And this is one that does not fit in with the rest of the album lyrically. The lyrics make no goddamn sense. The last hurrah, nah, I'd do it again. The rascal king behind the bars or the one in front of them.
But the melody, though, like...
It's an interesting melody, I will give you that.
It's probably behind the impression that I get, like, my favorite on the album.
Well...
It is such an ass-cheek slapping song.
You're all about slapping ass cheeks.
You know it.
And then another breakdown, 75% of the way through the song.
I mean, that's pretty traditional in most punk hardcore music.
And I feel like it is most music, but just those songs that stick out are the ones that break from the formula.
Yeah.
And
but
this one didn't.
Like, I know you don't like the lyrics, but the chorus is just so memorable.
The last hurrah,
do it again.
That's something that, like, we did before we come down here, because I said it. I was walking down the stairs.
And it's just... I love that song so much.
I
Sorry to
know
hear
you
that
do.
you didn't like it.
It's just... It's an interesting song.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on from Rascal King onto...
So...
Royal
Oil. Okay. This is where shit gets serious. This is a fun song with some dark shit in it.
Yeah, it's very lyrically forward.
So let's just start with the music first. It's got a fun bass intro in it. I like the little bass intro with some guitar in it. You're like, oh, finally some real instruments. This is the only way I can describe this song is some white as shit reggae.
It's ska white reggae?
It's so fucking reggae. It is white reggae.
Yeah.
It's
white with dreadlocks.
And I'm right. So this song is what made me start diving into the lyrics of the album. I listened to it several times, and then I was sitting down and writing my notes on it, and I was listening to it, and I'm like, Royal Oil, come on, bubble and boil. Is this like a potion or something? Stabs like a dagger, makes you stagger on a hot tin foil. Oh, it's about heroin. And I looked it up, and a lot of people said that it's about heroin. And as I was writing my notes, I'm like, is this about heroin? And I looked it up. It's about heroin. Did you know it's about heroin?
Hey, Trevor.
It's about heroin.
It's about heroin.
I think I'm on some right now.
It was, for me, it was a super fun song, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Just like the way Royal Oil rolls off the tongue, the Royal Oil.
They just rhyme everything with oil.
Yeah.
Soil, spoil, oil.
Coil, I think is one of them.
Foil.
That's later in the song, though.
So, sleep down in the soil. Gonna sleep down in the soil, and then you're gonna sleep down in the soil. Nothing come from nothing. Come on, royal oil.
And it's just like, I get it. Oil.
It does have like a fun like reggae
yeah,
vibe
it's like
to it.
Got that. Kind of just like, all right, we're cruising for a break.
Obviously, it's about something dark. Obviously, like when you look into the lyrics, it's about heroin, and then then you sleep down in the soil. You OD'd. Like this is a song about someone ODing on heroin. It's sad, and that's what I hate about songs that have sad lyrics but happy music.
Yeah.
But then that's what artists do. They do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they think they're fucking.
See,
creative.
I want super Actually, there are songs out there that have super happy, good lyrics, but sound super sad. Like the song that closes out "Too Rare to Live, Too Rare to Die" by Panic. It's basically his marriage vow as a song, but it sounds super sad. Because it's like the piano.
You're getting married.
Yeah. No, man, that's Impossible Year. That's him realizing he fucked up.
Is it really?
No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say.
Jesus. He's still with her, just writing songs about how he regrets it all.
Brendan Urie and the groupie Sarah Urie are just a dream couple. I mean, that's what she was, right?
No. She acts like it now, and it's kind of weird. Like,
does she used to be a groupie?
No.
Or she acts like a groupie now?
She acts like a groupie now, and it's fucking weird. But, no, it was a friend of a friend. He asked her out, but she had a boyfriend, so she said no. And then they broke up, and he asked her out again, and she said yeah.
We're talking about Brendan Urie at Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
He is Panic at the Disco.
Yeah. We're talking about Panic at the Disco, the whole band.
So, speaking of heroin...
the impression that I get.
Oh, my God. The song from every white early 2000s movie. Da 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 da. It just sounds like La Bamba to me every time I hear it.
I do not hear that at all.
It's because you don't know Richie Valens like I do.
With good reason. I have very little to say about the song. It is such a perfect, amazing song.
That's what you're gonna describe it as?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll talk about it. All right. So going through the lyrics, it's pretty fucking inspirational.
Yeah.
Like when you listen to the lyrics, have you ever been close to tragedy or been close to folks who have? Have you ever felt pain so powerful, so heavy you collapse? No. Well, I've never had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has, which makes me wonder if I could. It makes me wonder if I never had to knock on wood, and I'm glad I haven't yet, because I'm sure it isn't good. That's the impression that I get. So it's just like, I've lived a pretty good life. I haven't had to go through some of the other shit that
But I know
have.
the people who have, and so, like, you kind of, like, try and be with them through the struggle.
Yeah. This is about struggling and other people going through it. And I like that it's typically you'll get people talking about their own struggles.
Yeah.
This is about someone else going through a struggle and you helping them through it.
Yeah.
And it's I like that. It's got a great beat. The guitar with the palm mute.
Yeah, the riffs, the melodies, they just gel so well together. It's just so harmonious.
Good beat. Trumpet adds nice flavor during the chorus. The guitar sound is on point for the genre. It says this is the song that defines the genre of ska-punk. Yeah. We can say that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So
this is all the small things of the genre.
Ooh, that is accurate as fuck. So, one bad thing that I have a gripe with, and it's purely because I'm biased. So, listening to it very closely, you can hear the bass and the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of the music.
Yeah.
The bass and the guitar switch places. The bass is the one doing these little riffs.
Oh, okay.
And the guitar is the one just providing the backbone
of
the
the
song.
music.
Yeah. It switches places. And, like, you're like... If you were going to take one of those out, you would have to take the bass out because the guitar is what provides that backbone.
Yeah.
It was so weird to hear guitar in that way, and I don't know how I felt about it because I'm a guitarist.
I can see what you mean, but when you kind of break down other bands that you do like, one of them being I Don't Know How But They Found Me, if you were to take their kind of like synthy sounds that they have in the production and applied that as like a guitar riff, the bass is still like the kind of front runner of the show.
Well, yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like,
But yeah, if I take a bass, if I cover a Royal Blood song on guitar,
yeah.
Well, that's different because they make the bass. You know what I mean? If I take the fucking, I don't know what I'm saying.
All right, back to the impression that I get.
No, I'm gonna finish this thought.
This one.
God damn it! I hate having said that story. Let him have this one.
Yeah. I knew what you were talking about. Surprisingly,
the people don't, and that is why I'm here. I'm here today to speak to you, nation of God. I don't know. God's not real.
All right, finish your thought.
What was I talking about?
How you dislike the bass and guitar.
Oh, it's just like,
floppy.
yeah, you could take it like Eddie thing and transfer it to a guitar, and that was already the backbone of the song, and be like, well, then it wouldn't sound the same. But you know what? It works in the song. The song is legendary for it, so I'm just being a little bitch. Okay, Taryn? Okay. I'm a little bitch. Here's my teapot. Here's my spout.
You know what? Just to tack on the you being a little bitch, this is probably one of my favorite songs we've reviewed yet.
I know.
Like, I love this song.
I know you do.
This song.
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not.
You want to talk about fucking not Royal Blood? Shit.
So you like Royal
the
Blood.
Black Keys. You want to talk about Thick Freakness and what a shit show that album was?
Yeah, but you like Lonely. You like El Camino.
Yeah, El Camino's good.
All right, now let's get to...
All right, so the impression that I get, best song ever. Okay, let's face it.
The album title. I hate that. We talked about this.
Whenever there's a self-titled,
I hate it. I hate it so goddamn much.
I kind of feel bad for this song. They just had to follow the Bill Burr Philly rant, basically, of songs. Where it was just like, that is the best fucking thing ever. Now let's keep going. Like, imagine how that comedian felt. Bill Burr did the Philly rant, and then they're like, well, I gotta go next. Yeah, this song is that to the impression that I get.
Well, Taryn, I guess you're a racist then.
Hey, I love the song. I'm just saying it's hard to follow such a great song.
So
great lyrical content. This is like straight punk lyrics.
Yeah. Yes. Without being really punk. It was interesting in the beginning. I wasn't a huge fan. Then the guitar came in, had some distortion.
The real instruments.
It's the
real instruments ever.
This song felt like they were dipping their toes into some like rock.
Yeah. I can see that.
Now, let's talk about the lyrics. Let's face it, because Taryn's a racist.
Any songs that call out sexist, racist, and bigots, I'm on fucking board.
This is the first verse. Well, it's so hard to face that in this day and age, somebody's race can trigger somebody's rage.
Great fucking line.
That's just how it starts.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, this is what we're talking about today, and you're gonna fucking listen to it.
They don't really have choruses, I've noticed.
They kind of do. They're just not that like
they're
most
not
songs
as pronounced.
Yeah, most songs it's like the verse is like played at like a 6 or a 7, then the chorus is played like at an 8 to a 9.
And they usually try and make the chorus catchy as fuck.
Yeah. Like
what catches you.
Their whole songs are catchy, but they just like let the song flow.
Yeah. Now here's what would be considered the chorus for this song. Why were we put here? What for? We're unsure. We're sure We sure weren't put here to hate. Be racist, be sexist, be bigots, be sure. We won't stand for your hate.
Yeah.
This was 1997, and it's 2021 right now, and this couldn't be more...
Like timely.
Yeah, it couldn't... It means so much right now, this song.
Yeah.
Those fucking racist Kevins at the gym.
Those fucking Karens and Joes. I don't fucking know.
No, you can't say that.
Protesting.
You can't say Joe. Our president's name was Joe.
Oh, shit.
Donald's.
Yeah.
Don's.
Those fucking Karens and Donalds and whatever is Jared Kushner's down there protesting at whatever Capitol building is closest to your hometown. Like, fuck those people. Jesus Christ. I'm waving the Confederate flag because I don't like who's elected.
I'm gonna go on a kind of a little anti-racist tirade right now. Ooh. So I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I had a coworker.
I know where this is going.
I had a coworker. So where I work at, our shipping and receiving, you have to go through by my desk and by my coworker's desk in order for like FedEx and UPS to get there. Yeah. And this one UPS or FedEx driver was wearing a Black Lives Matter mask, because you have to wear masks everywhere. Yeah. It just said BLM, not Bureau of Land Management, Black Lives Matter. Yeah. And he was white, young kid. Yeah. Had tattoos and everything, gauges, and you know what? He looked like a Portlander. Yeah. And one day he's leaving. This was a couple weeks ago. And my coworker, who's an older gentleman.
Cunt.
Yeah. He goes, as he's leaving, any good protests going on? This was the day after the Capitol Hill riots. Capitol Hill mob. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not okay. I was so furious. And the kid was caught off guard and like, you're in an awkward situation with someone you don't know, and he just kind of went with it, and I had no problem with that.
That's like borderline, like just someone just randomly that you passed by. Yeah, so blacks are equal too, right? Yeah? What? Like
it's just
like, what are you saying right now?
Guess what? He did it again today. At work. He literally asked the same guy. Any good protests going on today?
This was today?
This was today.
He should have just been like, nope, just a bunch of fucking retarded Republicans.
Yeah. 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 No, dude. I was relieved because last time I was the only person who heard it. This time I wasn't.
Ooh.
There was a couple other people who heard it. And I don't know what to do.
I would have say, shut the fuck up.
Like, that's not okay. Like, you're over twice my age. You should know that that's not okay. Like, you do realize that you are pretty much... I mean, I don't know if this is correct, but this is how I feel, because I've had some alcohol. He's on par with someone holding the fire hose in Montgomery, Alabama in the 50s.
I wouldn't say he's on par with them, but if he was given the opportunity, he would stand there.
That's fair. Yeah. I like that better. Like, if you're going to divide people on the side of the street, he's on the side of the street with the fire hoses. Yeah. He may not be holding the fire hose, but he's on that side of the street. Yeah.
No, like, he's never going to be as racist as those people, because that option to, like, just openly live like that is no longer there. It shouldn't be. It's kind of some areas reaching there, but that's a different matter. But, I mean, like, if he was in that era, 100% he'd be right next to the guys holding the hose. Yeah. Yeah, he'd be telling them how to hold it,
too.
Because of equal rights movements and everything going on in the country and everything, no one can be holding the hose right now because the world now views that as wrong. So they're just kind of like, oh, okay, I'll just protest then. I'll just become a cop so I can shoot them. Fuck police. Dude, I fucking hate cops. Like, anytime I have to interact with one, I'm just looking at them like, go fuck yourself. Especially where I work. That side of town. Like, they are all just, like, super racist fucking assholes.
Yeah, you work on the countryside of town.
Yeah, it's fucking gross.
All right.
Anyway, moving forward. I love that breakdown with like the super fuzzy guitar.
Yeah, I loved that.
It just like was right up in your face, and it was just like, damn, that shit fucking hits. But yeah, let's face it, was an awesome song. Definitely was not disappointed.
I was really impressed with the lyrics.
Yeah.
The guitar, yeah. I mean, this song, honestly, I just felt like the lyrics are so meaningful today that, like, fuck the rest of the song, man.
So, like, the thing you were saying, though, at the beginning about how you kind of had this preconceived, like, notion about them that, oh, they're, like, what their fan base is and stuff. It's really nice to get a song like this calling out those people, because I'm sure they know who listen to their music.
And it's not like veiled behind all these other like meanings, like like one of the Beatles' most famous songs, like Let It Be and Blackbird. Blackbird was about the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
But it's got like this like, well, yes, the meaning of the song is up front. I'm not trying to say that they're trying to hide it. It's just kind of veiled behind this imagery and all this stuff. This is just up front in your fucking face. You're a fucking racist. You're a piece of shit.
Well, yeah, that's what punk is. They don't hide behind metaphors. They just say what they're thinking. And I like that.
Yeah, but the Dead Kennedys did it better.
Yeah. That's like comparing, like, whenever people are like comparing quarterbacks and stuff like that. And just being like, oh, he's the next Joe Montana. No, he's not. He's good.
No one ever says he's the next Joe Montana.
I hear Joe Montana brought up all the time lately.
Yeah, but it's not... So, let's put it this way. Michael Jordan is Joe Montana. LeBron is Tom Brady. Right?
Yeah. I'll say that, yeah.
Well, actually, no. No, because there's people who say Michael Jordan's the greatest. I think everyone pretty much says Tom Brady's now the greatest.
Yeah. Dude, I saw that pass that he threw to Drew Brees' kid perfectly over the defender right into his fucking hands.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that kid is like...
That kid peaked
that
right
kid,
there.
That kid is going to... So after the New Orleans Saints Tampa Bay Buccaneers playoff game, which was more than likely Drew Brees' last game in ever playing.
Yeah.
Drew Brees and Tom Brady had a moment on the field, and Drew Brees' kids were out there. And Tom Brady played catch with his kids. And it's like, this kid's dad is Drew Brees, who will go down in the Hall of Fame as one of the best quarterbacks ever.
Yeah.
But he caught a pass from a touchdown from Tom Brady,
Yeah.
just, playing around. But it was in the end zone, so it was cool. And he will always... that kid will probably always say that was the best moment of his life. And his dad is... His dad
will be on his deathbed, and he's like, that pass from Brady...
It was perfect.
Crisp.
Yeah. Well, it's so
you
funny.
can go now, Dad.
What's so funny is Drew Brees leads Tom Brady in most of the categories for like yards and touchdowns and things like that. Obviously, because Tom Brady will probably play another year at least.
Yeah.
He'll probably pass him because they're only separated by like
Small
a couple hundred
margins.
Yards. Yeah, it's like enough. It's like a game.
Yeah.
Like a game. Tom Brady might pass him in the playoffs if he plays.
Yeah.
If he plays in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's like that close. So, yeah. Back to music.
That bug bit me.
That bug bit me. This had a nice like fade in drum.
Yeah.
Which I love. Like it's like it reminded me very Anti-Flag like.
Yeah. This song was very like that radio pop punk like Blink 182-ish kind of stuff. Like
power chords.
I could definitely see like Blink playing the song and just no one really batting an eye at it. And just being like, yeah, nothing weird going on here. Like obviously take out the trumpets and horns and stuff like that and switch it for more guitar.
Which they weren't very prevalent in this song.
they weren't. They were there, but they
were
weren't.
there. They accented it just right. I feel like this is where the trumpets should have been used correctly. This is how you should use wind instruments.
It's brass instruments.
But you blow into them, so therefore wind.
Wind is like clarinets.
Well, you know what?
And probably...
I'm sure Squidward could be the fucking 10th member of this fucking band. He fucking touched my hand.
Yeah, the riff was like super pop punk, but I didn't like how rough the vocals got in the second half of the song, where it was like...
Okay, see, that is what I liked. I liked that.
Dude, we're so polarized on this album.
We are.
Everything that you dislike, I love.
No, so I literally...
Dude, it wouldn't be ska if the trumpets weren't in the front, okay?
So I put here, power chords provide great backing. Singing doesn't get good till he reaches deep into his throat and does some screaming.
Damn. I just think it didn't fit, like, with the style.
It didn't fit, but nothing about this goddamn band fits. They're playing a punk song, and then all of a sudden some fucking trumpets come in.
Bam, 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 bam.
And I'm like, wait, is Sinatra going to start singing? Oh, no. No. It's not a big band.
No.
It is a big band. It's like fucking Jesus Christ. Is their dog a fucking member of the band, too?
Probably.
Although that is a good... You have to have a band dog.
Yeah.
You know? Like...
A bus dog.
A bus dog.
I would not want a bus dog.
Just like a bus whore, you know?
Me?
You make things so uncomfortable.
I really like the song. The lyrics were pretty good. Nothing like too stand out, like compared to the other songs.
It's just about a bug fighting.
But like they're entertaining. Like the flow of them and everything.
Oh, I guess. Okay, I gotta look at it from like the songs that I listen to. Like okay, last week, Ghost Wolves, I'm Your Mudda. You hated that song.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that song, and it's got some stupid ass lyrics, and I
Yeah.
loved it. I'm your mudda. So I don't know. I like the screaming. You didn't like the screaming.
Well, I liked the screaming. It just didn't fit with the song, like at all. Like it doesn't fit with ska. Like there shouldn't be screaming in ska.
I thought there was screaming in ska. So I was like, oh, this is ska.
This is what I was expecting.
See?
Yeah. All right, moving on and moving forward.
Okay, now this next song, I got
Another drinking song.
Another drinking song.
I'll let you handle this one.
Okay.
I just didn't care for it.
Really, it's got a nice opening beat with some bass.
It's slow,
and then it was ruined by the fucking horns. It had a very ominous feeling.
Yeah.
The whole song was very ominous. It was very dark and moody.
It felt like drinking alone.
What do you know what that feels like?
I watch you a lot.
That's fair. That's fair. Is it when I'm drinking and you watching me and can you feel me like I want to be alone?
Yeah.
So,
but I'm over here with the trumpet.
this song. That is this song perfectly. So it's ruined by the horns, which is so weird because, like I said, this is a very ominous song, and the horns are bright, happy instruments.
Yeah.
You can't play a fucking horn. Sadly.
Yeah, you can.
You can, but they don't. It's a song about alcoholism. Thanks, Taryn. That's what I wrote. Because this is a podcast where I drink. Do you guys see the irony? 'Cause I fucking do.
I don't think you're an alcoholic.
No, I only ever really drink on podcast days.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're a hobby drinker, not an I need to be drinking drinker.
A hobby drinker?
Yeah, like
I've
you
never heard
do it
that
for
term.
fun. Like you don't do it because you have to.
Everyone drinks for fun. Well, the good people.
I don't think my dad drinks for fun.
I think now he does.
I think he drinks to forget.
Yeah, but this song's about alcoholism. Obviously, another drinking song. Which, okay, there are some great drinking songs. Sea shanties are coming back, by the way.
Dude, why? Like, I know, I saw the meme. Like, I saw the TikTok that originally came
Two Black
from.
Guys?
Yeah, where he's
So
just like
great.
sitting in the car, and then he turns to his friend, and he's just going hard on the sea shanty.
I love sea shanties. The Dublineers, the Irish Rovers. I love that shit. That shit is so great. The Black Velvet Band. That's a great fucking song. Fuck the Dropkick Murphys, okay? I used to love them because I'm obsessed with the Red Sox, and they're from Boston. But fuck the Dropkick Murphys, that Irish Celtic punk shit. We're going to review one of their albums. I'm shipping up to Boston. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so
Another drinking song. The lyrics are shit in this song. They're just the same thing over and over again. They came up with like 2 verses and a chorus.
Yeah.
Gonna dive into a dive I've dove into before. Gonna haunt a haunt I've haunted like a million times or more. A familiar joint where getting drunk's the only point. To frequent this place with any frequency at all. It's impressive lyrically now that I read it.
So, like, it's about, like, you know, he's... Like, when a lot of people think of drinking, they think, like, oh, yeah, I'm going out partying, going out, like that. No, he's going to that pub because he borderline has to.
Well, yeah, so counting on a remedy I've counted on before. Going with a cure that's never failed me. What you call this... What you call the disease, I call the remedy. And what you're calling the cause, I call the cure. This is just someone who's, like...
No, alcoholism isn't a problem. It's what fixes my problems.
He's in denial of his alcoholism, is what this song is about. So... That's where we're at.
So you're in denial is what you're saying?
Fuck you.
All right, Numbered Days.
Numbered Days.
Back
what
to
is
ska, baby.
Yeah.
It's got that nice like ska head sway feel on the choruses. I didn't like the like super slow verse, then the super big awesome choruses, then back to the super slow verse, and
but the thing is it seemed very formulaic. Like they've done this in a few other songs.
Yeah,
and it just seemed like this is their formula.
Yeah,
you know, this is the Mighty Mighty Bosstones.
This was like an extrapolated version of the formula, because it's usually like I said, like
don't you use your big mouth words?
Like a 7. On the energy for the verses, then they bring it up to like an 8 or a 9 for the chorus. Like this was like 8 or a 9 for the chorus, but down to a 3 for the energy. Like they just were like the super like polarized version of it.
I feel that.
The brass had like a really like kind of epic feel to it. Like some of the parts, like it felt like very like uplifting. Like it was just like, man, did they just do the brass from like a movie score but then added it into a ska-punk song?
Yeah, but the guitar finally had some prominent riffs.
Ooh,
the riffs were very prominent on this song, and that's what made me happy.
I'm glad you're
Still
happy.
Wasn't my favorite fucking song on the album.
Oh, okay.
But the song is about bullying. Numbered Days obviously sounds like, hey, everyone's gonna fucking die someday. Familiar with his kind, he'll beat someone down for fun. He's got an axe to grind and he'll target anyone. Brass knuckles in his pocket, steel toe shoes, life of the party. When you factor in booze, familiar with his kind, he'll target anyone. It's about bullying, and this guy murders someone in the song. So it's got a story to tell, which I appreciate that.
Very
it's very
dark
Bob
story.
Dylan, you know, very folk. Fuck Bob Dylan.
Yeah. Don't. No. So yeah, the lyrics is dark as shit. And
this one is pretty dark.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's
this
pretty much...
the alcoholism one.
I mean, that's, like, pretty much ska, though. Like, very serious, dark lyrics. But I got a trumpet. Like, that's the entire genre.
And you don't see the problem with that?
I think it's great. I think it's an accessible way to talk about the problems of the world that people can enjoy. It's like Sesame Street teaching us about racism. I would pay to watch that episode.
Didn't they do several episodes about that?
I don't know, did they?
I don't know. They do it in like weird ways. Like,
yeah,
Oscar the Grouch is green. You can't discriminate against him because he's green.
I thought you couldn't discriminate against him because he lived in a trash can.
Well, I think doesn't he live in like a recycle bin now or something?
If he does, that's trash.
Did you think of that one on your own?
Yeah. That's why it was a great joke.
All right, so Numbered Days. It's a very formulaic song, is how I would. But the guitar riffs. Finally, we get some guitar riffs from a real instrument.
So,
I want someone to blow a vuvuzela in my face because I deserve it.
I don't know what that means.
A vuvuzela, you know those fucking like horn things that people had in that the soccer World Cup like a decade ago. They make the awful shrieking bee noise.
Oh, those. All right, so break so easily.
Break so easily.
I wasn't a big fan of this one off the bat, but it definitely like picked up and got better as the song progressed. It wasn't like the best. It wasn't the worst.
It was a little hardcore.
Yeah.
It was harder than the rest of it.
Yeah.
With some trumpet. If I picked that one up
I
correctly.
think it was a.
You don't know.
I think it was a tenor sax you were hearing, but because I don't think there's trumpet on this album
As
at
opposed to a fiver sax. And that brings us to today's sponsor, Fiverr. Oh, man, they should have paid us a lot for that.
Yeah.
They didn't. We have no sponsors. We're sad and alone.
Yeah. You want to know why we have no sponsors? Because no one is hearing us say that we don't have sponsors.
That's accurate.
Goes hand in hand.
So
Yeah, I lost my Oh yeah, I don't think there's any trumpets on this album.
I don't fucking know. It's a fucking thing you blow into.
Yeah, brass thing that you
It's what
blow
your
into.
girlfriends call you. The thing I blow into.
Have you ever had a blowjob, Trevor?
No
Do
good
this.
one.
Put in.
Are you not supposed to like blow it up and tie it into like a llama or something?
Breaks so easily.
It's hardcore. It's got some sort of fucking brass instrument.
Yeah.
The fucking brass instrument or whatever it is really takes me out of it. But the chorus brings it back. I really like the chorus. But that fucking horn kept taking me out of it. I've got no clue what this one is about. Try to answer questions forced inside of me. You were forced across the line. You're not providing me. What is this about?
I
I don't know. But the guitar really brought me in this one. I liked the guitar, the sound, and everything like that. It was really fun. It's actually probably one of my more favorite songs of the album.
Okay. So it's funny that it's one of my least favorite songs on the album.
That's because we're yin and yang.
Yeah. Which are you?
The Water
yin.
Buffalo.
I'm yin.
Which one's that one?
The black one.
Of course, I knew
Black
you were
with a
gonna say
little
that.
bit of white in it.
And I'm white with a little bit of black in it. I knew if I said that right.
You want a little bit of black in you? I know a guy.
No. Nope.
Well, never mind me, but let's move on to the next song. Never mind me.
This is a song about addiction.
The intro and the chords overall sound very anti-Flag.
I wrote that down. I wrote that this
It's-
sounds so much like Anti-Flag. I'm
It-
not even fucking kidding.
Yeah,
Anti-Flag.
It almost sounds exactly like the very first song on the album we reviewed for Blood and Empire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It had like the same exact feel to it.
I
where
was like, this sounds like. I went back and listened to it just to
Yeah.
make sure. I was like, this is a song about addiction. Guitar, little riffs remind me of Anti-Flag. You know, the like that doo doo.
yeah.
Like the high pitch. I liked that. I liked that part. The horns I felt accented this song perfectly. It wasn't overpowering. The guitar was killing it with these simple little riffs and power chords, and I actually liked it.
Yeah. No, this was like a gritty, deep vocal, brass wielding Anti-Flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Perfect.
It was
Perfect way of
awesome. I
describing
fucking
it.
loved this song.
perfect way of describing it. I don't know why I use my hands so much when I
I
drink.
always love finding a good song toward the end of the album because usually there aren't any good songs toward the end of the album. Like, have you noticed that? Like, it's like usually it's just like
yeah, it's like so. Okay, no, because how many albums have we done?
I'm
where
saying
that's
like
the case?
overall.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah.
But I think the only one where we can say that similar is Death of a Bachelor, where the last couple songs just really
Definitely
petered
tapered
out.
down, yeah.
Petered out.
I would say
Oh, Paramore,
yeah, Paramore as well.
Riot.
Yeah. The Swancore band I brought to the table that I'm spacing on the
Wolf
name
and
of.
Bear.
Wolf and Bear. I kept wanting to say the Ghost Wolves, and I was like, that's not it.
We've done 2 wolf bands now. Surprisingly wolf.
So, are you saying, like the vocalist of the Ghost Wolves, we have a fetish for wolves?
Apparently.
Yeah. Yep. Never Mind Me.
Good song.
Awesome fucking song.
Good song.
I loved it. And on to
Desensitized.
Sensitized. I really liked it, but you know there were a lot of things I didn't like about it.
So guitar fucking rocks in this one. I'm gonna always love guitar.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm gonna fucking hump every guitar I ever see.
I don't like that.
Uh,
I'm scared for my guitar in my room.
The horn section is really fucking working in this one.
Yeah.
It's got some good, I don't know what to call them, like riffs.
Yeah, runs maybe.
Runs, yeah, because it's not like a, like it's got some like some quick shit, like
Yeah. I didn't like
I'm so fucking drunk.
I didn't like the like super like dark gritty kind of like vocal. Then it would just like cut away from that and just like the do on on the.
You didn't like that?
I didn't. It was just so like out of place.
That's what got me, and that actually made me like it more. This is probably my favorite song on the album. This is probably my favorite fucking song on the album.
But no, like the trumpet reminded me of Tobey Maguire walking down the street. Fucking.
Oh, fuck you! You have to ruin everything for me. That's your favorite fucking thing, isn't it?
Dude,
You do that dance once a week. The Tobey Maguire
minimum
from Spider-Man 3.
Well, once a week
symbiote.
around you. Like if I'm out walking around.
I want to see you come out of a fucking Macy's doing that. Macy's backstage. Isn't Macy's backstage just a higher
Ross.
price Ross?
Yeah.
thought it was
Overpriced
gonna-
Ross at that.
Overpriced. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Ross. I mean, Macy's backstage.
Yeah, fuck Macy's. This podcast is brought to you by
YMCA.
Macy's.
That was a Bo Burnham reference.
Yeah.
And if you got it, slap the like button. God, we'll never be Davey 504.
True. We're Trevor and Taryn 503.
I like that.
What? Because I put you first. I said Trevor and Taryn.
Oh yeah, your name does go first.
Taryn and
It's
Trevor.
T-A, T-R.
I feel like Chur just rolls off the tongue easier than Tar, so Trevor Taryn.
You say your name wrong, Taran. It's Taryn.
Damn.
Tar.
What time is it? I just woke up like 4 hours ago and I should be awake by now.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna be fucking up.
I'm not.
Desensitized is good, man. The guitar rocks.
Yeah.
The horn is fucking great. It's working. That's what I call it. It's working. It's got some good riffs. It's got some like on a guitar. They would have to be like hammer-ons and pull-offs.
Yeah.
Like how do they do it with their mouse? This dude probably gives great blowjobs.
I would say it's probably similar to the kind of like on guitar where they do the kind of like music like up the thing. He's probably doing that some way with his fingers. So he's probably just like blowing a specific way and like moving his fingers like through like a quick run. Would be my assumption, but I don't know because I don't play those instruments.
Also, isn't run like a drum term?
I don't fucking know, dude. I can't even read music.
Oh, neither can I.
Yeah,
And that's
like,
why we're critics.
I know I know how music theory works, but if you like hand me like sheet music, I won't be able to read it. Like
I know the first one is E, and then you just go from there.
Like I understand like how everything like goes together and everything, but I can't like.
The E note is the backbone of music.
I mean, there are very few classic compositions that are done in E major because it's kind of a weird key to work with.
Well, yeah, but that's
Yeah.
just what they based everything off of, which doesn't make any sense. Because why would you go with E? It's not the last. It's not the first. Why don't you just go with A or G? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, it's G.
Well,
isn't
the
it?
first note of the octave is C.
Is it?
Yeah. Octaves are based around C.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was just sitting here kind of confused.
I know sheet music. The little note, and on the first line, that's an E. I know that,
Dude, I don't
because I know
fucking
how to play.
But I
when the
know
Saints
you
go
can also
marching
go
in.
below the line.
Yeah, you can go below the line.
Yeah.
That means you gotta go down.
Yeah.
You gotta go down the piano. Dude, I know how to play Clocks by Coldplay, and When the Saints Go Marching In on piano, and then guitar. That's it.
So I 100% thought you were like, yeah, man, I know how to play the clock. Like it was an instrument.
Every... It's got 60 BPM, man. 60 BPM? I hate this ASMR shit.
All right, so 1 to 8, which is not the
1, 2, 8.
correct order to count in.
No, and what I didn't like about this song was the fucking rhyming with the numbers thing. I hate
Yeah.
that. That's such a cop out. It's like we need something
That's
to end the
what
album
my
with.
note is.
But it's hard as fuck.
Yeah,
The song is hard as fuck.
it's a good way to end the album in terms of like energy and tempo.
Oh, then it gets vanilla as fuck.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that. And I'm like, I put hard as fuck. Let's go. Then it gets vanilla as fuck. Jesus, have some fucking balls. But then there's a section that really gets me. It's just drum and guitar. And you know how I love guitar. I've talked about it so goddamn much.
Yeah. It's almost like you don't know how to say other things.
I don't. I don't know how to say other things. But this song is two different songs.
Yeah, I gotta
It's
agree with that.
hard as fucking one song, and then vanilla is fucking another song.
Yeah.
The only way I can describe it is one half of this song was written by Metallica. The other half of the song was written by a wedding band. It's the only way I can describe it.
Oh man, that's funny. I can see it though.
That's what this fucking band reminds me of, though. They're like the top tier wedding band. I don't know how to describe them. And I think that's probably disparaging, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think they're better than a wedding band personally. But no, so there's a song by a band called Broken Side. Greatest band ever. They are comically terrible. Like they're full serious, but they are comically like the worst band in the world. And
Really?
Yeah, but they're like actively trying to make music, but it's trash.
So it's like if we were to make music.
Yeah. And they have a song that's like 1, 2, coming at your door. 3, 4. It's just, and then it ends with Broken Side will never die.
They said their own band name in the song and said they'll never die.
And it is just like anytime I hear like a 1, 2 line, 3, 4 line, like I'm just like I always just think of that song and I'm just like, God, no.
1, 2, hit the floor. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6.
Fuck the whore.
What?
Suck their dicks.
Yeah, there you go. Suck their dicks. 7, 8.
Don't hate, exfoliate.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna fucking make a song about fucking counting and that's what you're rhyming off of, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I mean they did it in the 90s.
So the Metallica side of this song is good, but the Vanilla Wedding Band song, I can't do it.
Yeah,
it's a weird way to end the album, but it's a weird album. That's what this band is. It's so. I wrote a piece.
I'm
gonna read it to you.
Oh no, this is like someone who wrote their own vows and then puts the paper down and is like, I'm gonna freestyle this shit.
I did drink a little bit last night while I was listening to this band because that's the only way I could fucking do it.
Man, I'd hate to have you listen to this band in the car.
This song turned me into an alcoholic.
The song? The 1, 2, 8?
Dude, this band turned me into an alcoholic.
Damn.
While I commend them for their progressive, meaningful lyrics, I cannot see them pushing music forward, only creating their own branch of music. While interesting, it does not appeal to me in any good ways. Ska, as they describe it, is trying too hard to be too many things. The horns would accent just right, but mostly overpower the whole song. It wasn't rock, pop, or punk, but it also wasn't big band music, like Sinatra or Dean Martin.
It's ska.
But it wasn't punk or anything like that. Okay.
That's like saying like, man, rap isn't pop music.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Like, they're an offshoot of punk.
Yes.
But they're trying to make their own tree.
Yeah.
And the tree's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I can't support you. You're a branch.
It's like
choose what you want to do and fucking go from there.
Like if a pine tree started like sprouting like one branch with flowers on it.
Yeah, and you're like, you're an evergreen, goddammit.
I love how much you hate this band.
Yeah. So, what were your final thoughts on the album?
I loved it.
I know you did.
It is so fucking fun to listen to.
That's the problem. So,
I was definitely also listening to like a lot of other ska bands, just like in my downtime, not listening to the album, like a lot of like Less Than Jake and stuff like that.
yeah, I know you fucking made me listen to them too.
All my best friends are metalheads. Great
You
song.
have no friends.
That's true. I'm my friend, and I'm a metalhead.
So, I do have to say that I fucking hated listening to this. until. So, the last couple of days of work, I had a couple bad days. And when I was listening to it, I fucking hated it because it was so fucking happy. And the horns were like, be happy, Trevor. Yeah, and I was like not into it. But then on the way home today, I was fucking jamming to it. And I was like singing along to it. And I fucking hated myself for it. But I did enjoy it. So I think if I was in a happier mood and not so grumpy all the fucking time, I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But musically and how I like music, it just didn't fit with my normal music taste. But I could see where someone could enjoy it. It is impressive what they did, you know, but I do feel like it was a lot of stuff all at once, you know.
Yeah.
You had that one guy singing, you had everyone and their fucking dog in the background
one guy
playing.
dancing.
One guy dancing and playing a tambourine. I don't remember hearing a fucking tambourine.
It's mostly just for live. Like, I don't think he does anything in the studio.
What the fuck is the point of view?
Dancing.
That's not a fucking musical instrument, man. Interpretive dance is bullshit.
No, I mean, like, I kind of feel the same way with every single band you give me, where, like, I'll be, like, super happy and upbeat, and just, like, I Drink Alone will come on, and I'm like, why would anyone listen to this?
I Cry Alone.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. It's just, like, why would anyone listen to...
Because I'm sad and lonely.
Sad, slow, feels like sludge coming out of my asshole music.
It's the blues, man.
Yeah, fuck the blues. Ska is the new blues.
No, Ska's like green.
Ska's yellow. How dare you?
That's actually accurate.
Blues is indigo, ironically.
Are we gonna color code all the genres?
Yeah.
What's punk? Red. Metal? Black.
Yeah.
Pop?
White.
Okay. What's pink?
Bubblegum pop.
Like Taylor Swift's You Need to Calm Down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Rap.
We've already taken black.
Let's skip that one.
I think. Oh no! I was gonna say something else.
I know what you're gonna say. I thought it too, but I'm not fucking saying. That's a problematic thought. I'm a bad person for thinking that.
Taryn, do I need to refer you to the song?
Wherever.
Let's face it.
Wherever the closest place is, I can pay some reparations forward. I'm open to opening my wallet. I'm not. I'm broke. I just had to drop $600 on the new computer.
And that's why we're coming to you from our new fucking camera thingy, because we're awesome. We're a state-of-the-art podcast.
Yeah, we have our shit together.
But
now we just need a better couch.
What is wrong with this fucking couch that reclines?
I just don't like the look of it.
Okay, anyway, we need to fucking rate the album.
I give it a 7.
You give it a 7?
Yeah, lower than last week.
That's surprising.
Because other than Let's Face It and
the impression I get.
Yeah, the impression I get. Jesus, I'm fucking tired. Like I don't know. Like
It's not like super impressive, but it's you like it. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, just like there were more bad than there was good. Honestly,
I just want to point out that Taryn liked a band I picked more than a band he picked.
You know, I literally picked this one just to fill in how many members you fall short on each week. I covered my bases for like 3 weeks.
That's fair, actually. That is actually very fair.
Or I'll just go the Swancore route. Some of those bands have like 7 members, and it'll be all like guitar.
Okay, well, I picked. I gave it a 3.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's
surprised.
the lowest. The lowest of everyone that we've ever given. A 3.
Do you want me to go back and review my Thick Freakness review?
No, you gave it a 4.
Yeah. No,
which our ratings mean nothing.
Yeah, they don't.
Like Rolling Stone doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
NME doesn't mean anything. Pitchfork doesn't mean anything.
All
Go make
ratings
what you're gonna make.
Yeah, all ratings mean very little.
It's impressive music.
Yeah.
Musically, it's great. It's
You
just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, no.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear a fucking horn.
That's what this podcast is about.
I don't want to hear a horn unless I hear Sinatra going, "Fly me to the moon." All right, now we're gonna do something different this week. Okay, I have a beanie here. It's a hat. Okay?
Every third episode,
So-
we throw some modern albums, some albums for the past year, into
Something that it's in the past year. What we'll do is we'll take one out, add another one into the mix.
Whoever won the round.
Yeah, whoever won the round will get to add another one.
Yeah.
So these are 10 albums from the last year that we will get to pick, and then we will review. Now these are albums that we've heard of, but we haven't really listened to.
One of them I listened to.
I know one of them you listened to because I picked it.
Oh yeah. So one of them I listened to as well.
Okay, so Taryn will pick this week. So here's the hat.
All right.
Pick.
Oh, a Trevor one.
What is it?
Can we pick a different one?
What is it?
We already talked about her.
Oh, did it? Is it that one?
Haley Williams, Petals for Armor.
Okay, we did talk about how that would be the one that's picked.
Yeah. Like we literally talked about it.
And we've already done a Paramore one.
So let's put this one on the back burner. This can be for our Patreon. All right. Okay, got one. Okay.
She's
Another
pressing-
Trevor. Chris Stapleton starting over.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. So Chris Stapleton, the
Country singer.
what?
Yeah. He's not George Strait country. He's like I was gonna say Sturgill Simpson country, but you don't know who
Yeah,
that
and
is
you
either.
have huge pieces of paper. I can even like feel small pieces of paper in there. We're gonna have to trim yours down there, buddy. Trevor just putting whole sheets of paper in to guarantee his gets drawn. Jesus Christ. This is like the fucking voting boxes in Parks and Rec, where it's like if you vote for Leslie Knope, it's like, are you sure? Are you like really sure? You sure you could vote for the other guy? What? Oh, that one. Dude, I wanted that one. Oh well. Anyway, so Chris Stapleton starting over next week. We'll be coming at you with a country singer.
So I know a
Ooh.
little bit about Chris Stapleton. He's got a couple songs that I like, but I've heard some other stuff that he does.
You know what, I'm gonna look at a picture of this fucking guy. I'm gonna judge him based solely on how he looks, because that's.
I mean, he's got a cowboy hat and a big beard, and he's a big fat guy, so.
Jesus Christ! Like, there's no way this man has progressive thoughts.
Oh no, yeah, he does.
He's from Kentucky.
Oh no,
He
he
votes
does.
McConnell.
No, he doesn't. Oh no, he's got
Tennessee whiskey.
He's got a song about bringing all the soldiers home and smoking some weed together.
That's dope.
Yeah, it is dope. It's marijuana. And all right, so check us out on the Surprisingly Podcast Instagram page. Check out my war with Scientology on the Surprising Twit page. And you can follow me on my own personal Twitter if you want to do that.
Do not plug yourself.
I'm
Jesus
plugging myself.
Christ.
I'm fighting a war with Scientology on all fronts. Okay, fuck Scientology.
Dude, a couple years ago, I went through and I used an app online to delete all my tweets because I was like, I don't think I've said anything wrong, but I'm not gonna run the risk.
That's coming from somebody who's probably said something wrong.
Well, no, just like, oh, joking around with like a friend or something on Twitter and just being like, stop being such a insert gay slur there that you're no longer allowed to say.
Oh, I think you say the N-word.
Oh, no. Like, just something like that, where it's just like, really? You're gonna cancel me for that? Stop being such fat. Anyway.
Surprisingly, Twit is our Twitter. Check us out on the Instagram, where we don't really post a whole lot. We need to post
we
more.
should.
It's probably because my stepdad follows me. I'm afraid to
I'll
post
start
things on
posting
there.
dick pics on there.
Can you post dick pics
No.
on Instagram?
No.
You can post nipple pics.
I'll post a sock on my dick. Just a rock hard sock.
Put some googly eyes on it.
And then you can classify it as art.
Penises are ugly.
Yeah, they are, dude.
They're the most ugly thing ever.
No, balls are. Balls are way more unattractive
Penises
than penises.
and balls.
Penises are way better looking than balls. Like, I look at my dick and I'm like, you're good. Then I look at balls and I'm like, no.
I guess it's just mine then. So, anyway, check us out there. Blah blah blah. We do things and we.
Yep, be sure to use promo code surprising on my OnlyFans.
And you'll get it for
Surprisingly solo.
free. Yeah, and well, check us out with Chris Stapleton.
Yep,
Chris
and then
Stapleton's new album.
check us out on Monday, where I'm sure we're going to talk about the inauguration.
Yeah, happy Inauguration Day.
Yeah, happy Inauguration Day. We're about to go slam down some cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Which
That's
I
today.
feel like is an apt way to celebrate. Wait, did Pennsylvania go blue? Or
I
did
think
they go
I
red?
am going blue. Yeah, it did go blue.
Then cool, we're celebrating because Pennsylvania did something right in their fucking lives.
Well, Philadelphia did.
Yeah,
Philadelphia's always blue.
yeah.
You fucking battery throwing people fucking at Santa. I just want to go on a quick Philly rant because fuck Philly, okay?
Yeah, those
This is
one
my
bridge
Philly
happened.
rant. Those one bridge having motherfuckers. They fired their only coach, who won them a Super Bowl. They fired him after one bad year. Okay, man. Those are the same people who threw batteries at Santa Claus.
So my one favorite thing from Bill's Philly rant
Bill
is
Burr.
like when he was looking back on it, he was like, the only thing I regret about that set is that I didn't talk shit about the Sixers. Completely forgot.
Yeah. Your fucking Philadelphia 76ers suck so bad they're forgettable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
They're-
true insult. The sports, like, the biggest sports fan in the fucking world forgot about the Sixers.
Yeah. Your team is so fucking bad. They suck so bad.
Who's the
that-
last good player on them? Iverson?
Well, they have a couple. They have like Joel Embiid now.
Yeah, no, that's not a good player. Coming from a 5'11" white guy.
Yeah. So anyway, we need to hurry up.
Wrap
and
this
go.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
are
fucking
r/signing off.